For number 25, they ask you to draw the graph of y equals square root of x minus 1. What I'm going to do is plug in perfect square values. So for example, y equals square root of 0 minus 1, y equals the square root of 1 minus 1, y equals the square root of 4 minus 1, y equals the square root of 9 minus 1. That way you get 0 minus 1, you get 1 minus 1, you get 2 minus 1, and you get 3 minus 1. So when x is 0, the y value was negative 1. When x is 1, the y value was 0. When x was 4, the y value was 1. When x was 9, the y value is 2. So what I'm going to do is plot those points. 0, negative 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, up 1, and then over 9 to 2. So what you have is a graph that looks like that. What you could also do for yourself is plug it into your calculator as y equals the square root of x minus 1, and then go to your table and then try to look for, plot any of these that have a whole number for a y value. Plotting the irrational values will be kind of difficult. Okay, so plot 9, 2. That's kind of how I did it, by hand. And number 26, this is a model of exponential growth or decay. In this case, because this is less than 1, it's going to be a decay. What I'm going to do is say 301. If I had to go back a step and rewrite this, originally it would have said, because the formula, if you do in your classrooms, is 1 plus or minus b to the x, and then it's plus or minus depending on growth, and this is your rate. So they're asking you, what does the 0.5 represent? The 0.5 represents the rate of decay. And they're asking you, what does 300 represent? 300 represents the initial amount of milligrams of the compound. This is always your rate, this is time, and this is your starting amount. Number 27, when this question first came out, I was disappointed by the I think it's a fair question, but they trick you because you have to solve for a, and they give you an x. So let's see what we got here. Let's plug in x equals negative 1. 2 times negative 1 plus a times negative 1 minus 7 is greater than negative 12. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. I'm going to call this minus 1a. Minus 7. This right here became minus 1a. Okay, negative 2, I'm going to combine like terms. Negative 2 minus 7 is negative 9. Okay, so when I add 9, negative 1a is greater than negative 3. I divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. I get a is less than 3. So in this case, a is less than 3. Now, but it says determine the largest integer value. Yes, you've come down to a correct solution, but you have to determine the largest one. So if this is my number line, 0, 1, 2, and 3. It's saying it's got to be all these values less than 3. So the largest one, largest integer, is 2. In number 28, they ask you to find the coordinates of a new parabola defined by this f of x minus 2. This notation basically implies a shift to the right 2 units. So if my vertex is at 2, negative 1, and I am moving to the right 2 units, then the coordinates of the vertex would be, what is that, 4, negative 1 now? 4, negative 1. Explain how you arrived at your answer. I knew f of x minus 2 meant to go to the right 2 units. Sorry, I forgot the I in that word. Number 29 was graphing a line. My y-intercept is 3. My slope is negative 3/4. So I'm going to go down 3 over 4. I'm going to go up 3 over 4. Okay, here's your line. Don't forget the arrows on the ends. Is the point 3, 2 a solution to the equation? 1, 2, 3. Here's the point 3, 2. They want you to determine if 3, 2 is a solution based on the graph. 3, 2 is not a solution because it does not lie on the line. Number 30, could this relation be a function? Justify your answer. The answer is yes, because each x connects to exactly one y. I understand that this range value is getting two connections, but we're only focusing on the domain when defining a function. Each of these only has one arrow stemming from it.